Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir! What's going on, y'all? Soul here, and welcome back to the story mode. So, a couple of things. A, I apologize for not uploading a little more consistently for the past couple of weeks. The week before last, I was prepping for my trip, and last week, I was on my trip. Now I'm back, here we are. You know, it is what it is. Secondly, the lighting probably looks a little different. I'm testing this out. I want to see something. I'm editing this very soon, so I just want to see what things look like before getting to other videos and trying out other lighting styles. Oh my goodness. So that's fixed. Anyway, getting back on topic here, just last week, or at least a couple of days ago now, we received our first real Nintendo Direct in damn near like almost a year, right? And let me tell you, it was incredible. There are so many different games that they announced in that Direct that I am absolutely ecstatic for. I absolutely cannot wait for so many games, right? Brothership, obviously Zelda, which we're going to be talking about today, Metroid Prime 4, the new Mario Party, which is something I usually don't care about, but me and my homies are all like, yeah, we're picking that up. The new Danganronpa thing, whatever that's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot to look forward to. A new DK? Not really a new DK. I guess it's a second port of an older DK game, but regardless, we got a lot. Nintendo was cooking this year, but I think it would be a lot more appropriate to talk about each of these things individually, give them their own little spotlight, you know, to talk about. They all deserve their own individual conversations. Absolutely. I'm sure a lot of you guys can agree with me on that. So obviously, the first thing that we absolutely have to address is Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. Like I was saying in my reaction, I am ecstatic. I'm so excited. That is easily now one of my top, like, 3 most anticipated games of this year. Absolutely. I don't know if Final Fantasy VII Rebirth counts anymore because we already have it, but regardless, I'm so excited for this new Zelda game. I can't even begin to fathom it, right? It's crazy that it even exists, considering that we got something as huge as Tears of the Kingdom just last year. Going from that to such a new step in a different direction with a 2D Zelda game is absolutely insane. But regardless, we've all seen the trailer, we have a general idea of what's going on, and I wanted to talk about some of the reasons why I think that this new Zelda game is so absolutely important. Now, again, I'm assuming that we've all seen the trailer, right? We've all analyzed it thoroughly, we've all seen it so many times now that it's just hard to keep track of just how many people are doing analyzations of it and everything like that. It's just so exciting. It's so exciting. But I want to talk about why I think this game in particular is so very important to the franchise going forward, right? And it's just, I got a couple of reasons listed here that I think you guys might agree with, right? So why don't we go ahead and hop into that? The first thing, definitely not the most major thing, is pretty much just addressing the absolute safety net of 2D Zelda games going forward after this one, right? This is such an exciting thing because 2D Zelda, you really never know what's gonna happen with that, right? We didn't think we were gonna get another 2D Zelda game for a very long time, and then all of a sudden we got a Link's Awakening, right? And then, you know, another long time went by, we finally got Echoes of Wisdom. We didn't think we would see another 2D Zelda game for a good amount of time, but, you know, they always manage to surprise us, and it makes so much sense that they introduced this game to us with the same art style as Link's Awakening, right? However, it's mostly impressive because now we know that it's not a remake. It is a completely new game, complete with its own story, mechanics, all of that. It's great. That is awesome. That means that we are still capable of getting more than just remakes or remasters. We can get more new 2D Zelda games going down the road here, because in reality, I think they said it in the thing, right? It's been a very long time since we got a 2D Zelda game that was like completely brand new, right? I don't really count, obviously we can't really count Link's Awakening because they already had the blueprint for the story, the world, and everything like that. Everything just had to be kind of built from the ground up in terms of the engine and the mechanics and things like that. But for the most part, this is a new Zelda game that we haven't seen, or 2D Zelda game that we haven't seen since A Link Between Worlds. And that's awesome. That's so dandy, and that is so great. And I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of story we have here, right? And now we have to address the elephant in the room. We have Zelda. Zelda herself as a main character. That is just mind-boggling. Just absolutely astonishing that they actually went through with this. People have been requesting this as a thing for years. We love Zelda as a character. She's been through so many different hardships, so many variations of her have been through this and that and hell and back, right? So it's finally just so refreshing to see her on her own adventure. Her as a playable character, her doing the saving for once, right? And it's such a mystery too, because, you know, the Link that we see at the beginning of that trailer is clearly already very well established as a knight. He's already just very much in tune with being, you know, the hero already. He pops off the cloak, he's got the sword in hand, he's got the bow, he's got his shield. He messed up Ganon instantly with in no time at all. He just destroyed Ganon. And then Ganon tricked them and sent, you know, the entirety of the world into these little rift things, right? And so to be able to have Zelda be the one to actually save Link this time and be the one to save Hyrule, beautiful. Beautiful. And I was watching a video the other day from Arlo talking about how he's a little disappointed that they utilized this art style because it's so safe and it's just like, you know, he would have preferred a newer art style. And to an extent, I totally get that, right? But I think this was the best they could have done, and I'm very happy that they did decide to play it safe, because doing it this way, more people are like, oh, that's that really cute art style that I liked from Link's Awakening. I could definitely see myself getting into this. This is a brand new story, and we get to play as Zelda, right? They had to play it safe, and I get that, right? But because they did that, a lot more people are very interested in this little title, and now we have a very realistic future where we could see Zelda as, you know, a main character or a much more major role in future titles, maybe even the 3D titles or something like that. That would be absolutely incredible. We could absolutely see something like that now, especially because I don't see this game selling bad by any means. Everybody's already antsy for what's gonna happen next with Zelda, and we have it already. That is absolutely so exciting. So exciting. I cannot wait to see what they bring to the table with this one. And they absolutely utilize Zelda so well. They didn't give her a sword, they didn't give her a bow or a shield, they didn't make her a knight, they didn't make her a fighter, they made her a magic user that utilizes said magic in a certain way that makes sense for an adventure that's focused around her, so that we could get around the world and actually be able to, you know, protect ourselves, defend ourselves. And that is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? They made it so that, yeah, she's not obviously Link, but she is more magic based, and so she can handle herself just fine. And utilizing the echo mechanic, beautiful, beautiful way to showcase that. It's just, oh, it's great, because just by seeing that, most of us off rip are fully aware we now have a game that is really heavily going to be focused on the puzzle aspect more than anything before, right? Obviously, most Zelda games are considered action adventure, right? And obviously, you know, they have the puzzle aspects in there. That's always an element that's been there. But doing it this way makes it so that we know now they are very much dedicated to making genuine puzzles that we are allowed to solve in, you know, our own unique ways. They said it in the direct that we are going to be having very different experiences, you and me, when playing this game. We're gonna find different ways to solve these puzzles, but regardless, they're making it so that we have, you know, real puzzles to get through. And that's great. I couldn't be happier about something ever. It's awesome. And the last thing here is that Zelda, with this, has been proven to be really, really changing from here on out, right? 3D Zelda has already taken a massive shift. Massive shift. They are not going back to the linear style that we have known for so many years since Zelda has been a thing. They're not going back to that style, ever. That open world, you know, style game that we have with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, that's the way that they're probably going to try to go with from now on. I cannot see them doing something crazy linear, right? But what's crazy is, it was a very subtle way to introduce it, but this game, Echoes of Wisdom, is now something of a sandbox, right? Because we can see that we can use the echo mechanic to summon as many different things as we want, a million beds, and then put a trampoline to get over walls, or to get up like forest trees and things like that, to get to higher ledges and things like that. We can utilize that mechanic to essentially open the world up. I didn't even think about that until somebody talked about it. I was like, wow, wait, yeah, this is a freestyle game. This is a sandbox now. This is a playground, more so than ever. Even if it does reutilize the same, you know, map as A Link to the Past and things like that, opening the world like that changes the game immensely. On top of the fact that it's not Link that we're playing as opposed, you know, we're getting something entirely different. We're getting a free world that we get to explore at our own pace with our own power. And that's good, because I talked about it in my recent video, how freedom can be a little bit damning when they go overboard with it. And Tears of the Kingdom kinda went overboard with it, right? But I think that if done correctly, Echoes of Wisdom could be the perfect blueprint, the perfect, like, example of what it means to have the proper amount of linearity, but also giving us the power of freedom to be able to utilize, you know, our certain powers and mechanics and things like that to our advantage, while also staying within a more stricter line when it comes to progressing through a game, so that we're not breaking it entirely and making things too easy. I really do think that there's serious potential here for there to be a nice, good, you know, challenging game, while also being able to, you know, have our own fun and creative ways of coming up with solutions and figuring out puzzles. That is great, and that is something that's amazing, because that's something that's going to progress with the rest of the series. They're going to do stuff like this that makes it, you know, fun for everybody, while not, you know, making things too easy, while also still giving us something of a challenge. And that's awesome, man. That's really great, because now I see a future where 2D Zelda is now evolving for the better, and I can't wait to see what kind of future we're gonna get with something like that, because man, did they cook. Woo-wee! Boy, did they cook. I really cannot wait for Echoes of Wisdom. That game is truly something, and it's only 3 months away. You already know I'm gonna be right here. You know what? As a matter of fact, I might even stream that thing, man. We might be there for a while, because I'm not amazing at puzzles, I can't lie to you, but I might be doing that. I might be here for that. So, you know, pay attention, you know what I'm saying? Lock in, sub to your boy. Let's have some fun. Let's play some Echoes of Wisdom together. You tell me how you jumped over a crazy river using a million beds. I'll tell you how I did it while having one of Ganon's little puppets throw me across. You know what I'm saying? Something crazy like that. It could be a great time, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. But that's enough. That's enough. I could definitely ramble on about this game so much. And we definitely will throughout the next coming months. So we'll talk more about it. But for now, let's go ahead, simmer down. I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic to you guys, and you're going to tell me what you guys are thinking in the comment section below. Do you guys think that Echoes of Wisdom is going to be the step in the right direction for 2D Zelda? You're excited for it. You're happy to be able to play as Zelda and things like that. Or are you on the opposing end? You don't think that we need 2D Zelda anymore. You don't think that we need to be playing as Zelda. Link should have been the main character, and you're not a fan of the map or anything like that. Tell me everything that you guys are thinking in the comment section below, because you know for a fact that I'm always going to be down there with you guys. But with that, it does appear to be skedaddle o'clock. So I'm going to go ahead and do just that. I would like to thank you guys ever so much for watching. I truly do hope you enjoyed. Do me the greatest favor of dropping a like and a comment, and consider subscribing for more content just like this here. And with that, I'm gone. So thanks again. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Do me the greatest favor, taking good ass care, and I'll see you all next time.